Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Mimmi Kotka after her third place finish at the 2021 UTMB. How are you, Mimmi?
Yes, I'm good. A bit sore.
I wonder why. Before we jump into yesterday, I want to talk to you a little bit about like your long-term health because for a few years you had some significant issues.
Yeah, so basically it feels like I told the story a couple of times, but I had some really good races in 2017 and 2018, but also some injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really probably like not overtrained, but underfueled and just. So after Marathon Mont Blanc in 2018, I had some broken fingers and a knee injury,
Mm-hmm.
and mononucleosis and Epstein-Barr, and like no immune response. And I think that period
Mm-hmm.
like pushed me into a physical vortex. It took a long time to get out of it, with like anemia and yeah, but yeah, and I just kind of continued to race, put the blinders on, and just felt worse and worse, and could kind of handle shorter training. But it's, I mean, in ultra, it's when you do the long stuff, is when the deeper reserves
Yeah.
reveal themselves, and
Mm-hmm.
I was just empty.
So how did you turn the corner? How did you like? What made you finally realize and change your?
Well, so I started actually last summer. I kind of just pulled the plug on everything, and like, this isn't working. I'm really not healthy. I need to like stop. And I'm a nutritionist, but I haven't worked within the specifically with endurance athletes. So I started reading up on the science and realized that I probably was in caloric have been in a caloric deficiency for many years, because I don't have a elite athlete background.
Mm-hmm.
I came in as a normal training person, training 10 hours a week or whatever.
And then
it's fine to just eat like a normal person, but then the mileage and this is something that people forget, but the toughness of this terrain, I think, eats more out of your body as well. So I think I was just, injuries didn't heal, and yeah, but it's so I changed my routines around training and refueling and taking more like an approach of taking care of the hormones,
yeah,
and stuff. And
so
it worked really well.
So in terms of like what would be the major change in terms of like fueling and recovery?
Just making sure you eat more calories.
Yeah.
That's like number one.
Yeah.
Because it's fine for. I think that this is super common.
Yeah.
Among ultra runners, that you kind of think you're eating enough, but you're just not eating enough. So that's the basic thing, and it's fine for a period. But when the year starts to roll on, you're in this constant deficit. Your performance declines, and you have harder time healing from injuries, and so that's it.
And it was just bad.
Yeah,
it sounds like
kind of bad.
Yeah, so that leads me up to Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but ultra runners, they kind of, we love to feel like shit. So it's such a bad, but I mean, we kind of love the suffering, feeling tired to your bones and stuff. So,
and also just the concept of more is better.
Yeah.
Like both in terms of like the race like there's
and
a culture.
be tough and like push through, and we have that kind of personality.
It's very easy to go from 10 hours a week of training to, I'm sure you were doing 20 or 30.
Yeah, but
or...
I mean, if you double up, you need to eat differently and stuff. So that's the difference. I took a break. I didn't train at all for 4 months, just like reset. And so I started training in February.
Did you, as you were coming to the end of that break, did you take like hormonal tests or any nutrition tests?
I actually worked with a super good endocrinologist in the UK from a distance, and she just checked the test and did it the real way, because you have all these symptoms. You're anemic, you're anemic, you have low immune response. It's this and this. You have stomach problems, you have whatever. You can feel sad, you have hormone problems, both guys and girls.
So would this be in the complex of reds?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But then you can sort of fix one thing with whatever, but the problem is that it makes the others worse. So you have to like take a more comprehensive approach.
And you sort of were cleared
Yeah.
And you've also felt it
Yeah, but
internally. You're ready.
we made a half, like 6 month plan that I stuck to. And because I'm a nutritionist, I mean, I could sort of plan. So I actually, this is super boring, but I actually measured like what I was supposed to eat just for a few weeks, just to get like a mindset in my head about the amount of food you need to eat.
So you have a gram scale out for
Yeah.
portions, not to eat less, but to like
no,
I literally
but
need
to get a new set point.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna do this sport, you need to like perhaps eat twice as big portions and stuff.
I can do that.
Yeah, me too.
Not a problem.
She's like, "How are you gonna rest?" Okay, I don't like to rest, and then you're gonna eat. Oh. But because the thing is, I've always eaten a lot, but I mean, for a big person, I mean, I'm tall and I have a lot of muscle. It's just all this training. You have to eat a lot.
So after the race, you talked a little bit about how your training wasn't how you would have done before.
No.
Your preparation wasn't as good. But what did it look like?
No, you mean no? I just said that. No, what I meant was that first of all, I'm not super experienced with 100 miler. This is actually the first time I've ran a whole race without like falling. I mean, I've done 2 other 100 milers, but then I've kind of broken down, and because of logistics and health and stuff. But this no, I just think that I didn't have the. I have done a racing and ultra training, of course, but this long.
So it's the experience that was the.
Yeah, and maybe preparation. I don't know how people prepare for 100 milers, but maybe if you run 10 of them, then you probably you figure it out.
But you had good training.
Yeah, I've had a really good training, and I've done some races as well, and I've had like the goal has been to finish strong in the races I've done to have this feeling of that you could go longer. Did not have that feeling yesterday.
But I mean, before UTMB, you
the
did.
other ones.
Like all the steps were in the right direction, and
sure.
I assume along the way you're checking in to see if you're feeling strong.
And I mean, these long races, it's like you have this energy reserve that you need to take when it's really, really long, and I haven't had that, and I've kind of felt that it's back. Yeah. So I felt good in that sense, but then because I took a long break, you don't have several years of like consistent training, and you're a bit nervous because you've had problems in the past and stuff. So.
Well, we haven't even touched on on your race. No, it's great. I think it's super important to talk about like that long-term health picture
because it's so common.
Yeah, and it's correctable too.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, it's definitely correctable, and I've seen so many talented ultra runners just disappeared into nothing.
And sometimes that's life choices and changes in life, but other times it's
I think
being in that hole.
Might be overtraining or underfueling or whatever.
So the first half of the race yesterday, through Courmayeur, you and Courtney are sort of, if not going back and forth, like, but you're not together, but you're close the whole time.
No, but we did. That's no. But I was talking to Courtney about it today because we didn't know that. Because I was so set on not racing because I just wanted to finish.
Not being competitive.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, so I decided because it was such a great women's field. Yeah. You have to like chit chat with everyone. Yeah. But I set a limit. I can only chit chat until La Souche, and then. You do you. Yeah. So I decided that I wouldn't run with anyone, or I just wanted to do like follow my pace and stuff. When I felt good. Yeah. But I mean, I don't have couldn't. And Courtney was a few minutes ahead of me, but then she was 1 hour ahead of me. Then she was 2 hours ahead of me.
But in Courmayeur, you're in the aid station together. So it's
that was nice. So she's
in Saint-Lay and Les Contamines, you were together. So
but I just didn't see her on the trails.
In terms of not talking, or sort of doing your own thing and not speaking, is there a mental?
Not racing is more what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. But also like, is there a difficulty like you're not running with a bunch of Swedish people like like you literally have to like. I mean, you're fluent, but
no, but I've said that to when I run with Americans too, that it takes more energy out of me because I have to translate in my head. It is easier to run with Swedes, but you can imagine if you had to speak French,
or for me for Spanish, like I can have a small conversation on the trail, but like it would be a challenge, and I wouldn't be thinking about my nutrition or
no, that's
like,
what I mean. I
yeah.
just wanted to do, and because I knew there were so many great women there, and I just wanted to have like my race for me. I mean, I've had this UTMB project a long time, so
finally completed.
Yeah, yes, check.
So after Courmayeur, like you do start falling back pretty.
Yeah.
Were you having a really difficult patch, or was
no? I think energy wise, I felt good during the whole race, and for the uphill parts, I felt good. No, I just ran according to my feeling. But then I had, after hitting the Triant climb on my way down to Valdorcin, my legs just stopped working downhill, which is, I guess that's where it comes in. You need this long like period of just doing the really hard stuff, I guess. So it was more mechanical.
Yeah. I mean, I have to admit, I haven't.
It looked really sad.
It looked
because someone showed me a clip. I'm like, oh, this.
No,
oh,
I was with some of the journalists at the finish line. Like we're there watching the finish with me, but watching the live video.
Yeah.
And we were like, can we change the channel? This is so hard to watch.
I was in so much.
You
pain.
looked.
Because I was so happy to do the race. I probably like. It's not that I pushed myself too much, like. As a race, but I was probably not like feeling.
You didn't blow up because you pushed too hard.
No, I just blew up because I'm stupid. I don't know.
No, but the wheel came out. You just didn't have that mechanical component. Wasn't prepared quite enough.
And I had some.
So even if you were running
great times,
even if you were running 10 hours slower, that would have still happened.
Probably.
Yeah. Even though your legs, your quads gave out, and you were in a lot of pain, and you did drop back to third. But that's, are you happy with
well, with my position, you mean,
or with your whole experience?
Yeah, I'm super happy about the experience, and I was not expecting to finish third at all. So that's a nice surprise, and I'm super happy. I mean, obviously, Courtney's insane race. I mean, she is changing the game for sure. Now everyone has to run like in 23 hours. No, but she is fantastic.
Yes.
So that was super cool to be like on the scene for that, and then also Camille that came in second. She's had a super strong year. So and they are both really lovely people. So.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite moment or memory coming out of the race?
Well, I really like the downhill in the pyramids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which no one else likes.
I haven't even run it. I don't like it in concept.
No. But it's very technical. But I kind of like technical downhill running. When it's not 10,000 meters of it.
Well, the problem is those.
You're still fresh at the pyramids.
Those pyramids.
And then you see like La Combal, and it's this little tent. And I actually like night running.
Seems pretty spectacular. I recall.
And also maybe that's for the race. I mean, I like running through the night, but I'm definitely not like the most experienced in long running, or probably not the fastest one either, but I like night running.
So now, having had a fairly successful 100-mile effort, I mean, a positive, good 100-mile effort. Do you want to do it again, or? Yeah,
for sure, but not in a few weeks.
Not in a few weeks, but anything left in your season?
Yes, I think I will go to Madeira in November for Miut, because that's one of my favorite races.
It's a pretty spectacular island.
It is, and I have a lot of friends in Madeira, and just I love that organization as well.
Well, congratulations on a great run here, and I wish you a good recovery and
a
good race at Miut.
It's much needed.
Yes, time for some gelato. Yeah.